Beyond Positive Thinking Contents: Positive thinking, negative thinking. Right 1. Thinking 2. The truth about you. 3. What are you telling yourself? 4. Believing is seeing. 5. Write your own script. 6. Program your mind for the best. 7. Techniques for imprinting. 8. Achieving your financial desires. 9. 5 words that create results. 10. Who or what is stopping you? 11. Give up hope and take action. 12. The greatest obstacle to happiness and how you can overcome it. Introduction by Dr. Joe Vitale. About 15 years ago I used to study the books by Dr. Robert Anthony. I thought they were works of genius. They had helped me more than anything else I had read or done at that time in my life. I still regard his book, The Advanced Formula for Total Success, as a masterpiece. But what really influenced me was a set of tapes called Beyond Positive Thinking. They were written and recorded by Dr. Robert Anthony. I remember listening to them and discussing the concepts in them with friends of mine. We all marveled at what we were learning. This material truly revealed the secrets of the universe. But life went on, and I lost track of the books, the tapes, and Dr. Robert Anthony. I moved a few times, went through a divorce, wrote books of my own, recorded material of my own, and went on my way to create my own success in the world. I had pretty much forgotten Robert Anthony, but never forgot what I had learned from him. Studying his work installed in me the mindset for success that helped me become the person I am today. Then one day something shocking happened to me. I opened my email and there was a message from someone calling himself Dr. Robert Anthony. I couldn't believe it. I thought he had died. As it turned out, he was alive and well and now living in Australia. He wrote to tell me that he was a great admirer of my best-selling book, Spiritual Marketing. You can imagine how shocked I was to hear all this. The man I had studied 15 years ago is now in my life telling me he loves my books. Not only that, but he wanted to co-author a book with me. Wow! And we did just that. We released the book, Spiritual Marketing in Action, but all of that isn't the juicy part of this story. After hearing from Dr. Anthony, co-authoring a book with him, and meeting him, he then proceeded to stun me even further. He told me that his book, that I loved so much, The Advanced Formula for Total Success, was actually based on his famous tape set, Beyond Positive Thinking. He then told me the book and the tapes were out of print. However, he was working on updating all the material and wanted to republish the book and record the newly updated version of Beyond Positive Thinking. Then he asked me if I would be interested in recording it. Can you believe it? Life is a series of miracles. So here I am, Joe Vitale, the person who has had the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to record the best self-help wisdom of all time. This is the material that people loved so much that they would buy multiple copies and give them to their family and friends. This is the material that changed my life. This is truly the holy grail of self-improvement. I hope you will gain as much from it as I have. Dr. Joe Vitale, welcome. You are about to partake on a journey that could profoundly change your life. In this book I will offer you a no-nonsense, practical way to create anything you desire. Everything you are about to learn is based on proven psychological and metaphysical techniques and timeless principles for success. Do these techniques and principles really work? I respect your intelligence more than just to tell you that they work and then expect you to believe me. The only proof that these techniques and principles work is the results you will experience if you use them. I can tell you about them, but nothing will be as convincing as using them and seeing your own results. We have all purchased self-help books, audio programs, and taken seminars that were supposed to improve our performance and change our lives. After completing them, we were highly motivated and even made temporary changes, only to find that within a few days or a few weeks we were right back to where we were before. Why? Because they did not show us how to make permanent and lasting changes. The solutions are often like putting frosting on a burnt cake. No matter how good the frosting looks, we have to deal with what's underneath the frosting. The frosting is positive thinking, and the cake is our unworkable beliefs that keep us from producing positive results. This book is about producing positive results. It's about taking our ideas and dreams and turning them into reality. If you are looking for an inspirational book with light doses of positive thinking, laced with colorful case histories that take up valuable time and space, this is not the book for you. However, if you are looking for a no-nonsense methodology that goes beyond positive thinking, then this book will be of great value to you. You have in your hands a proven formula for success that will enable you to go beyond positive thinking to produce the results you desire. It will require a commitment on your part but in the end it will be worth every minute you invest in this study. I feel privileged to have the opportunity to share this information with you. Now, if you are ready, let's get started on our journey. Chapter 1: Positive Thinking - Negative Thinking - Right Thinking. The starting point of making permanent and lasting changes in your life begins with understanding the difference between positive thinking, negative thinking and right thinking. Think of the person who sits down to play the piano. As he plays, there is no harmony, no balance and no real tune, because he keeps hitting all the wrong notes. The player eventually gets fed up with the disharmony, lack of pleasure and lack of enjoyment in his music, and decides to go to a teacher. The teacher says, "You have the ability to play, but you need to understand music." Each one of us has the ability to play the game of life with balance, harmony and joy, but we need to know the rules and the principles. Life works according to principle and physical law. If it didn't, you couldn't fly an airplane, because there would be no gravity, there would be no such thing as electricity, and 1 + 1 would not equal 2. The laws of the universe are totally dependable. Universal law is not only dependable, but also unchangeable. You can depend on it, and it will work every time. In essence, the universe will never let you down. It doesn't care how old you are, how young you are, how short, how fat, how skinny, your religion, your nationality, or whether you are a male or a female. The power, the force, or the energy is neutral, and we direct it through our own ideas and beliefs. Your word is law. What we are saying is that your word is the law in the universe. But you need to know these laws. Without an understanding of the laws, through ignorance, you cannot create what you want. The fundamental law to which all other laws conform is the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect says that the effect or result of any situation must be equal to the cause. The cause is always an idea or belief. Another way of describing the law of cause and effect is the example of sowing and reaping, or action and reaction. Or, put in a modern-day context, my ideas are created into my results. The law of cause and effect is impersonal, just like sunshine. If you are standing in the sun, you receive the warmth and healing benefits of the sun's rays. If you are standing in the shade, it seems like the sun isn't shining on you. But who moved you into the shade? Who moved you into the darkness? The truth is we are in darkness, because of our ignorance. The problem of ignorance, I repeat, the law of cause and effect is impersonal. This is why we can see so many people who are basically good have so many problems and disasters in their lives. Somewhere in their life, that person has misused or misunderstood the law. It doesn't mean that he or she is bad. It doesn't mean that he or she isn't a loving person. It means that through ignorance or misunderstanding, that person has misused the law. This can be applied to any natural law. For instance, aerodynamics or gravity will not kill you, but a misunderstanding of its function will, even if you are a kind, loving, positive person. The universe is like a river. The river keeps on flowing. It doesn't care whether you are happy or sad, good or bad. It just keeps flowing. Some people go down to the river and they cry. Some people go down to the river and they are happy, but the river doesn't care. It just keeps flowing. We can use it and enjoy it, or we can jump in and drown. The river just keeps flowing, because it is impersonal. And so it is with the universe. The universe that we live in can support us or destroy us. It's our interpretation and use of the laws that determine our effects or results. We can only receive what our minds are capable of accepting. We can go to the river of life with a teaspoon, and someone else may go with a cup. Someone else may go with a bucket, and yet another person may go with a barrel. But the abundance of the river is always there and waiting. Our consciousness, our ideas, our frame of reference and our belief system determine whether we go to the river of life with a teaspoon, a cup, a bucket or a barrel. If we are impoverished in our thinking, and have gone to the river of life with only a teaspoon, we may curse the little we have in our teaspoon. We may curse others who have more than we do. But remember, whatever we curse will curse us. The river is there, and it's overflowing with abundance. We can come to the river of life with a teaspoon, a bucket or a barrel any time we want to. What we take from the river of life is up to us. The only limitation is in our mind. The truth is we can have anything we want, if we'll give up the belief that we can't have it. It's as simple as that. Beliefs become limitations. All our experiences have led us to believe certain things about ourselves.